Cervicogenic headaches. Do you get neck pain that turns into a headache? Do you feel foggy? Is it hard to concentrate? Is the pain on the side of your head and over top of your ear in this area? That is a cervicogenic headache. And that means that there's pressure on the nerves in your neck, and those nerves go up over into your head and cause that pain to happen. The problem area is actually in the neck. And in this video, I'm going to show you two very simple exercises you can do at home to get relief from those cervicogenic headaches. I'm Dr. Neil Brown. I'm a chiropractor in Ancaster, Ontario, and my job is to make sure that every person that walks in our door has a fully functioning nerve system that's fully connected. Our brains control every function of our body. Those signals have to travel through our spinal cord and through our nerves to connect to every muscle, every tissue, and every cell. Now, if there's pressure on nerves in the neck, that can cause symptoms just like you're getting right now, those cervicogenic headaches. But sometimes there's no symptoms. Probably what happened for you, which is very common, is that there are certain times when you get some of that pain and certain times when you don't, and it's intermittent. Certain activities trigger it. Sometimes you're better. Later in the day, it's more common, and then they become more frequent and more intense usually. So the signals you were getting early is that there's pressure on those nerves, but now there gets to be more and more pressure, inflammation around those nerves, and you get those headaches more frequently and with higher intensity. But I want to give you two really easy exercises you can work on right now to start to get pressure off those nerves. The first one is this. It's called retraction. It feels like a very small movement and a very small exercise, but it has a massive impact. The number of hours we spend on screens, whether that's on a desk or in our hand or even reading a book, which I don't know if a lot of people do anymore, but on screens at least, is that our heads end up doing this. So this retraction exercise is very simple. You're going to try to make a double chin. And so basically you're just pushing your head straight back this way. And you can help even a little bit with your hand by pushing back, doing it without your hand, and then pushing a little more. And what that does is open up the space, the nerve channels up at the top of the neck, and that allows for pressure to be off of those nerves and for the inflammation to decrease as the joints start moving better and moving more freely. And so that's the first one to help get those nerve channels opened up to relieve those cervicogenic headaches. Here's the second exercise. This is going to stretch the muscles along the side of your neck that can also put pressure on the nerves. So to stretch at my top of my right shoulder and my right neck, I'm going to sit on my right hand like this. Keep yourself up really tall and then reach over top with your left hand and stretch this way. If you can, you're almost lifting your head, but also stretching over to the side. And it does the same thing as the first exercise, which is open up those nerve channels to give those nerves space and to get pressure off of them. So it looks like this. And you can hold that exercise for 15 to 20 seconds. It looks the same on the opposite side. Now sitting on my left hand, and I'm going to reach over top like this and stretch that way. Make sure you're not pulling your head down or turning your head on this one. You're going to just go straight over to the side, tipping sideways like this. That's going to help with a ton of that pressure up at the top of your neck to get those nerve channels opened up and relieve those cervicogenic headaches. If you're getting cervicogenic headaches, it's very likely you've lost some of the curve in your neck. When we look at a spine straight on, we should see everything lined up this way. So if I'm looking at you, I should see your head over your shoulders, over your hips, everything in a straight line. Now looking from the side, we should see curves in the spine. So this person is facing off in this direction. We should see a curve in the neck this way. There's curves down in our lower back, but I want to talk about this one specifically. This is most important because this carries all the connection from your brain down to the rest of your body. And it can produce cervicogenic headaches like we've talked about from pressure on these nerves up here. So many people that come into our office have lost this curve and have pressure on these nerves as a result of that. Pay attention to the next video. I'm going to talk to you about how to work on getting some of that curve back in your neck to help get pressure off of those nerves.